What's up, guys? My name is Kevin Stevenson.
And I'm Coriac Green.
We're at the Uplifting Black Male Conference at Virginia Tech, the 5th annual. I mean, the atmosphere is here. We're surrounded by black smiles, African American men, and just everyone being able to support the excellence, the black excellence within the community.
Absolutely, and we are very gracious for Virginia Tech extending us the opportunity to not only be here, but last night we hosted the very first live edition of our Hide It in the Book podcast. You can hear that on Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you need to go, search Hide It in the Book podcast and you can get all of that information. But we are just so thankful for the opportunity to be able to present today. And as no more interviews came here, we came to talk about the purpose and promise of I am, two of the most powerful words, because anything that follows after them, you manifest into your life.
Hey, you need to be here. If you're not here right now, please come back next year. You'll see us, you see the energy. Hey, in the video, you'll see the energy. Everyone, we're in February. It's Black Excellence, and this is what it's all about. It's about us, how we can uphold Black excellence throughout the whole year, throughout our lives. So be here next year. We'll come to you again. You'll see us. You see more presenters. Hey, hopefully you'll be here and see you.
Absolutely. And this conference is where Black lives change. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're exactly what we've been waiting for.
See you. Everybody gotta stand up. Everybody gotta stand up. If y'all in the apps. All right, so this is
what I want you to do. Everything that I say, you say. I need you to feel every single word that we say here today, because it's very important that you understand as a black male that what you tell yourself is the most important thing, all right? So once I say something, I need you to repeat it. So for example, when I say I'm a leader, I need you to say it back to me. All right, you ready? Are we ready? Yes. I need more energy in here. Are we ready?
Yes.
I'm a leader.
I'm a leader.
I'm a protector.
I'm a protector.
I'm a provider.
I'm a provider.
I'm a cultivator.
I'm a cultivator.
I am passionate.
I'm passionate.
I am gifted.
I am gifted.
I am intelligent.
I am intelligent.
I am smart.
I am smart.
I will inspire.
I will inspire.
I am.
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 Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up.
We're gonna get more into why we did this and what is so important about just feeling it and just seeing why that is so important, just to go through that. And that's just a part of our lives and what we've done just to get to this point right here. So let's get started.
You know, I'll take a seat now. We ain't comfortable.
Excuse me.
So a few seats right here. Here we go, guys.
Everybody take a photo. I'm gonna bring your pen.
Let me know if I'm in your way.
If you need pens, they should be in the back available to you as well.
Alright. So real quick, just a little overview of what we're going into. Right? So we're gonna do a little intro, why we're here, who we are, what we represent. Going to come on back to a foundation. This is something that we've collectively done throughout our lives, through our purpose. I am. That's the whole presentation. You see in the description. And this is what we're trying to go through. Our resources. This is what we can do past this today. I mean, this is just the start of everything that's going forward in your lives. And then question and actions that we have to ask from you guys. Okay. All right. First.
So first and foremost, we just want to give you an idea of how No More Interviews came about. It's funny going back when this moment and this vision actually was given to me. I had recently graduated from college. I went through, my grandmother passed from dementia, my great aunt passed from dementia, was struggling with a situation at a family company that I worked for, and ended up going through a very dark time in my life. No lights, didn't want to talk to anybody or anything like that. So I took that opportunity to start driving Lyft. I'm a hustler. At the end of the day, I hustle. Whatever I need to do in order to make ends meet, I will do that. And while I was driving Lyft, Northeast Philly, I'm a Philly boy, driving someone to actually Best Buy, it popped in my head, no more interviews. I immediately got on the phone, and I drive Lyft, I don't drive Lyft anymore, but when I was driving Lyft, I had to tell the lady in the back, like, yo, I got a really fire idea, just give me a second. Don't mess up my rating now, because I've been working hard to get my 5 stars. But I kept on hearing no more interviews, no more interviews, no more interviews. And the first thing that popped in my head was, who do I need to share this with? And that's how Kevin and I ended up engaging in this partnership together. And if you know a little bit about numbers, the number 8 is for new beginnings. August 8th, that is the 8th month of the year. The day was the 8th, 2018. it was a new beginning for both him and I. So we were able to take that and just be able to form everything together because we understand the importance of purpose. Now, when it comes down to no more interviews, as entrepreneurs, we are not doing interviews for anyone else anymore, okay? So that is major. But then also on the flip side, you have to understand when it comes to following purpose, that when you do so, you know, there's this little phrase that I like to talk about that it says, work is something that you're paid to do, but a job is something that God has put you on this earth to do. So we have committed to that vision, and we added the 777 because that is the number of completion. So once you find your purpose, it is your responsibility and your duty to complete that mission.
Hiding the Book podcast. If you guys didn't hear, we were here yesterday. We spoke on just Black excellence, and the reason why Hiding the Book podcast is because of the stereotype. Does anyone know the stereotype behind Hiding the Book, or why we hide the stereotype, the history behind Hiding the Book? Back in history, what you got for us?
I was going to say hiding the book because back in the day, people thought black people wasn't read, so you hide the book and look at it.
Exactly. We weren't allowed to read, or we weren't able to read. So back in the day, masters was like, hey, we don't let them read at all. That means we don't have a one-up. That's knowledge. That's where all that knowledge comes from. That's why we're here. That knowledge in the book. So in the podcast, we're going to say, hey, let's bring that knowledge out and we give it to you guys. Anyone that's listening, the thing is, there's so much powerful, and everyone is listening to you, no matter what you go through. Everything is doing, and this is our outlet to be like, hey, let's give back what we learned, what we've gone through. Within that, the Movers and Shakers community. It's been a platform, a community to say, hey, I support you, you support me, and I see your vision, I know your purpose. It's not an easy game, you know, just within life, school, whatever you're passionate about, whatever you love. This is that Movers and Shakers community is just something that's just real deep into us, and that, hey, we have resources that we give you, free books. Like, that is that kind of atmosphere that we want to create. It's like, hey, we support you in all levels, your passion, your goals.
So a little bit about myself. As I stated earlier, I am from Philadelphia. My name is Corey Hackett Green. I did graduate from Virginia Tech in 2017 in the spring with a degree in economics. As of right now, I'm an entrepreneur, a philanthropist. We do have a nonprofit organization, which we will get further into a little bit later. I do model. If any of you are familiar with the Philadelphia Eagles, I bleed green. That is my team. Malcolm Jenkins, I actually model for him. And I also create content for companies. So with Instagram, companies will send me products to be able to model and endorse their products on my page. So that's kind of how the influencer thing ties into that. And I also committed to my entrepreneurial journey in November of last year, and I developed CLH Consulting, which helps people discover their purpose and walk in it every single day. So that's just a little bit of who I am. You can visit my website, which will be live very, very soon, but that's who I am as a together.
A little bit about myself. I'm from Bronx, Virginia. You might not know where it's at, but it's a small town below Richmond, about an hour and a half. I do live in Newport News in 757. If you guys are from there, you know about it. That's where I currently reside. And like you said, I'm an entrepreneur. We have a nonprofit together, and I also create content and marketing. That's where I am. I graduated from Virginia Tech this past May, so I'm not too far away from anyone that's in college. I just graduated. I majored in building construction, so building buildings, management of construction, that sort of thing. But now I do have a K3 marketing media group. So within that, that's where I found my passion. That's what I love to do. It's one of those things that, hey, I can go through life and I'm saying, hey, if I die right now, I know I went through and did what I love to do, regardless of the amount of money I had or how much sleep I went through. It's one of those things like, hey, this is my goal. I want to go through and fulfill that. So I've been able to work with athletes, shoot concerts. Been able to travel. And the thing is that it's not one of those things that you just see. You see nice pictures, but there's been so much more work that has gone into it. It's not just that, hey, I went out there and shot the Steelers, little yachty. Like, this little small things like that that's built towards my picture. And next, then my Bag Tour Foundation. This is something that collectively, Danielle Jeff is back here, and Corey Green and myself, we started.
So it's kind of crazy how all of this happened. We actually were recording an episode for our podcast, and we wanted to do something to give back to our community. We had an initial conversation with Danielle who's an amazing, tremendous leader in our community. She's in the back right there, so make sure you show her some love.
So, yeah.
But we were able to connect, and we just wanted to do something for our community. And we decided that in Philly, you know, if you're doing something good, if you're doing your thing, you say, I'm in my bag. So we figured we would be able to use that term as a positive connotation and to be able to actually give away book bags. So in April, we started planning. Those two were still in school, and I was in Philadelphia. Didn't know Danielle until March-ish. Never met her. But we just continued to have conversations time and time out. And it was just a lot of dedication. But the three of us, like I said, we were all Virginia Tech graduates. We decided to take initiative in our community. It went from, you know, just words to a plan of action. So that with anything that you want to do in your life, understand that no idea is stupid. Write it down, commit action behind it, and I promise you that it will come into fruition. So with that being said, you know, the three of us just continued to collaborate and ended up hosting 2 successful giveaways in her hometown of Danville, Virginia, and my hometown of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
And with that being said, we were so blessed to be able to go to do 2 different cities and give back to our hometowns, and it's something that anybody in this room could do. Like, no matter how small, how big you want to do. This year, we're going to my hometown, the small town of Brunswick County High School, and we're going to give back. That's going to be our 3rd city. And the thing is, it's been way bigger than us to say, hey, we want to give back book bags in California. Like, people are asking us to say, hey, you want to give back book bags? And this is a community thing that each and everyone could do in their own community, but they see us as in, hey, we want to bring this here. And the thing is, this is one of the things that we've been able to go through, and like, the vision is bigger than us, and we're just so blessed to be able to go through that. That I am. Yeah, so this is our whole presentation. This is why we're here, and this is what the main part that, you know, if you can forget our names, I don't care what else, but this is the part that's like, hey, this is all about you guys. So what you take away from this is what you can do with the rest of your lives.
So first question I want to ask everybody in here, what are some of the attributes that you believe are assembled in a complete man?
Before you
Before
answer,
you answer your question,
I messed
what I
up.
want you to do is stand up. I need your name, where you're from, what you love to do, and you have to speak into existence what you are going to be in your future.
My name is Yoel from Nova.
What do you love to do?
To create.
All right, and what are you going to do in the future with that?
Create to the best of my ability.
All right.
yes, you will. And when he says that, I want the whole group to say, yes, you will. Because we're affirming that. It's like, hey, yes, you can do that. Like, it's not a far goal that you can't reach. So once he says, what do you say?
Create to the best of my ability.
Yes, you will.
Yes, you will.
There we go. And then within your folders, we have, we could write down the answers or any notes that you want to take within that. So what is a complete man?
Resolve.
Resolve? Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? Y'all look quiet bunch, man. One man in the back.
Okay, my name is Edward James II. I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. What I love to do is cook, and what I plan to do in the future is,
Let me stop you right there. What I will do.
but what I will do in the future is create like content that's associated around cooking and anything, and all my other talents and passions.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
will.
will.
And what I think is makes a complete man is someone who's responsible and take care of their actions and responsible for the actions. And, yeah, it's just mostly responsibility.
I like it.
Essentially.
I like it.
Absolutely. Anybody else? All right, here we go.
All right, so first and foremost, one of the main key attributes, and also you do have these papers in your folder as well, so you can take notes of the whole entire presentation, is a visionary. I need you all to understand that your dreams are very, very important. You need to make sure that you are taking the time to write these things down, that you will, you are blessed with these visions. It is specifically for you, so you have to understand that when you have this vision, you have to write it down and make it plain. That is very, very important. Do not overthink any idea. If somebody told me, that I would be here in this moment right now, I probably wouldn't believe it. I've been through so many different things since I graduated to this point now, but when I had that vision of no more interviews, I took immediate action, texted Kev, we got busy. immediately. So you have to make sure that all of the dreams, the visions that you possess, really take care of that, write it down, and then you are able to take steps forward. You are able to lead yourself. You are able to lead a family. You are able to lead in your community. Your vision is very, very important, fellas.
You gotta see it before you can do it, all right, guys? A teacher. As you know, we have teachers in our lives forever, and that's what our responsibility as to be a teacher. And no matter what, you can be a model for anyone else. You can be 6 years old and be a teacher to your little brother that's 2 years old. You see what I'm saying? That is where you come in as a man to be a teacher. It's okay to give your gift back. That's our goal. God put us here to give our gift back. That's the reason why. So as a teacher, you have that responsibility to say, hey, I've went into my craft so much, and say, hey, it's time for me to give back. You see what I'm saying? This is where I'm at.
Cultivator. So each and every one of you in this room has been blessed with unique gifts, talents, and abilities. So I need you to understand that the word cultivation, and it usually goes back to agriculture, that means taking what you have and making more with it. So when you take the opportunity to discover what your gifts are, you need to make sure that you are constantly putting yourself in a position to exercise those gifts. If you're good at speaking, get a podcast. If you want to be in the NBA, you need to be shooting the ball every single day. Like, these little things matter. And as you continue to excel in the game of life, you know you need to be able to adapt and learn from everything that you are indulging in that stage and continue to take it further more and more and more. So you want to make sure that you are using these opportunities to exercise your gifts so that you can become the best man that you can possibly be with everything that you have been blessed with as an individual.
Next, protector. That's what we're here for. We're here to protect our gifts, each other. Like, as black men, we have to look to the left and to the right of us and say, hey, we have to protect each other because no one else is going to protect us but ourselves. Even as we see our young ladies, our black women, we need to go ahead and protect them. That is our duty. That is, as a man, that is for us to do, to protect. Whether it's protecting your gift, each other, your vision, like everything. You could be attacked and you will be attacked. But the thing is for you to be able to have that knowledge and say, hey, this is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm on to do, to protect. So, here we are.
And the big one, you know it was coming, provider. Somebody has to bring home the bacon. So you fellas have to really make sure that you tap into your vision and what God has called you to do. The more and more that you indulge yourself in that you cultivate your gifts, you will be able to provide beyond your wildest dreams. So making sure that you are taking care of yourself as an individual, taking care of your family, taking care of your community. You know, we are here to serve, so make sure that you are, you know, implementing that in every aspect of your life. Very, very key.
So here we go again, guys. Visionary, cultivator, teacher, protector, provider. All right. We've been talking about purpose so much here. How do you discover it? What is purpose? Like, I don't know what my purpose is. I've seen this. I want to do this. But what I wanted to go through is, what's the 5 questions to ask yourself? How do you find my purpose? Where is my purpose? So what do I want to do with my life? I mean, it could be easy questions. Then it's like, I have the vision. Now how do I get there? We don't handle that. But the thing is, what you think about is what you can achieve. So it's like one of those things that, hey, yes, you will. You will be a cook. You will create content. So what do I want to do with the rest of my life if there's no money involved? That's the big thing. No money involved, you'll wake up and do it regardless. So back to what I was saying, passion, photography. I'm not making $1 million, but I love it. I will go to sleep, think about it. I see so much vision as, hey, I want to go create, I want to go work for the Steelers. I want to go work for this. I want to do this. I mean, if you want to be the top cook wherever, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? That's where, what do I want to do with my life? It just starts with just that thought. Just the thought of, what do I want to do with my life?
The second question that we have for you is, what am I inspired to do? This question is very, very key. If you find yourself in a field that you struggle to wake up in the morning, you complain to your family and friends about it, you probably need to move on from what you're doing. Me, as an individual, I wake up every single morning at 4:30 a.m. and I spend about 3 to 4 hours, you know, just preparing myself for the rest of the day. But that comes with me being inspired with what I want to do. I am on this earth to be able to serve, and I know that I have to make sure that I'm giving myself every single thing that I need to give myself in order to be able to bless the world in a way that only I can. So when it comes to waking up at 4:30 every single morning, I am inspired. I am super excited to wake up because I know my gift is to serve people. So I have given myself everything that I need within that morning to be able to be a blessing to other people. So if it doesn't inspire you, you need to be able to reconsider, the trajectory of your life. Don't be afraid to speak up to your parents. That is very important. Share what your dreams are, what your visions are, and get around people that will help you to be able to cultivate your gift. That is very, very important. If you lock into what you are inspired to do, I promise it will change the rest of your life.
So as we go through these questions, you guys should be able to answer these questions just off of the first thought that comes to your mind. It's like, hey, what am I inspired to do? What do I want to do in my life? Write it down, follow through, okay? The next one. Well, what would I want to do more than anything else, even if it wasn't paid for? It goes back to my first question. What is that one thing? And you can be specific to it. If I want to be a photographer, put that down. You want to be a cook? You want to be the president? Put that down. You don't get paid for it, yes, but that comes in at the tail end. That's one of those things that, hey, what do I want to do? If nothing else mattered, I could wake up, hey, I'm going to do this. No money involved, just plain and simple as that. Anyone have any questions on that? Just that question right there?
So essentially, to just follow up with what he said, we want you to remove the limits off your life. All right, remove the limits. That is the biggest thing that I want you to leave with from this program. Do not let the limitations of other people, just prohibit where you want to go. When you remove the concept of money and you think about passion, I promise that you just continue to tap in that you will be able to bring those things to fruition. So the fourth question is, what gives me true satisfaction? What can you do time and time again that you constantly enjoy? It doesn't matter who is in your way, whether you have the resources or not, but what stimulates your happiness, what makes you feel fulfilled. And when you find that thing, it becomes very easy to wake up, to put in the extra time, to do the other things that other people do not want to do because it drives you.
The big question, you probably read it already. Do my actions align with my true desire? So if I want to be a photographer and I'm not on YouTube thinking about how can I get better as a photographer, if I'm not waking up trying to be a better cook, looking at the best cooks that's in your lives, asking those questions, trying to find a mentor, like those are the things that's like, hey, am I gonna sit here and just be complacent where I am, or do I want to get to my vision? Going back to the first question, hey, is this where I want to be at in 5 years, in 10 years? Where are my actions at? And now you can go back through your schedule. It's like, hey, he wakes up at 4:30. Me personally, I do not. But the thing is, I do. I want to read those books. I want to go and immerse myself in those YouTube videos. If I want to be the best basketball player, am I asking my mom, hey, can you take me to the gym? Can you give me a coach? All right, you can't get a coach. All right, let me get my basketball coach and say, hey, I'll do some extra work with you guys after practice. You want to get more shots in, more things done. Okay, coach, how can I get better? See what I'm saying, guys? The action. We went through all the thought process. That last question is like, okay, now it's time to put in the work. Where at? The thing is, it goes back to where that first point is like, hey, I want to get to this point. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Why your purpose matters. And this is something that I all need you to take very, very seriously, because each and every one of you in this room has been blessed with something unique that the world needs. It is bigger than you. So you need to make sure that you are doing the things that you need to do in order to discover what that is and then walking in that. I promise it will change your life. Just from some of the things that we've experienced just walking in our purpose, doors have been waiting for us to walk through. For instance, we went to, while we were doing the In My Bag tour, we were actually at a party, myself, Kevin, and Danielle, and the owner of the party was like, how did you all get in here? We were invited to this party because we were walking through our gifts. So somebody else that thought it made sense for us to be in that room invited us to this party, and then a couple of the individuals actually had our event flyer on their phone, and they were like, oh, this is you guys? So I'm telling you, if you walk in purpose, I promise your name is already in rooms. They're just waiting for you to follow and take actions within your walking in your purpose. So you need to understand, you are a specific piece to the puzzle, all right? So like I said, you have unique gifts, talents, and abilities that only you have been blessed with. So you have to make sure that you are embracing the fullness of all of your gifts, that you are walking in that every single day. Because, just thinking about the giveaway that we did, if we didn't do that, that would be over 500 children that wouldn't have received backpacks for the school year. So you understand, when you commit to your purpose, you are now serving somebody else. You are putting your gifts out to be able to serve the world. So making sure that you are doing your part as an individual to be able to serve the world in only the way that you can.
The world is yours. The thing is, it's past you. It's bigger than you. The thing is, you can affect the world as it is. The world is yours. That's one of the things that we live by. The world is yours. We don't put those limitations on our vision. If you want to travel the world, you can do that, yes. But then it goes back to our last slide. What are the actions to do that? See what I'm at? That's why your purpose matters.
And this one, I think, is very sensitive to all of us. Kobe Bryant, he didn't know that that would be his last day. So I need you to understand that, you know, when you discover what your unique gifts, talents, and abilities are, you need to walk in that immediately. Because once you become aware of that, you are now held accountable for serving the world in a way that only you can. I guarantee you that Kobe Bryant did not wake up that morning thinking that that day would be his last day. So I need you to understand that when you discover these things, you need to move quick. You need to do what you can to be able to educate yourself about your gifts, put yourself in different rooms, surround yourself with people who are already doing what you want to do. You have to take that stuff very, very seriously because tomorrow is not promised. We can be here in this very moment today and be gone tomorrow, but have you fulfilled what God put you on this earth to do? You need to really take an account for that and understand that tomorrow is not promised. So take every single moment. Like I said, it goes back to those big 5 questions we asked, but we ended with the last one being actions. Do your actions align with what you have been put on this earth to do?
All right, you guys see on the bottom of the worksheet the last statement. Does anyone know how this feel? All right, go ahead.
I was created to accomplish something specific that no one else can accomplish.
All right, can we say that together? Can we say that together? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
I was created to accomplish something specific that no one else can accomplish.
One more time.
I was created to accomplish something specific that no one else can accomplish.
So that's one of the things that you can say that to yourself every day. It's like, hey, through these pieces, I'm the piece of the puzzle that changes the world. That can be the world. And the thing is, you got to start now. Affirmations. So you guys, like, what are these guys doing? Why am I here? Why are we standing up? This is why affirmations is so big, and it's one of those action pieces that, hey, hearing it, repeating it, all that.
So this is one of the most major things that I discovered after dealing with a lot of the trauma that happened after I graduated. First and foremost, this world is going to only respect you as much as you respect yourself. So you need to understand, as black men, we are labeled with so many different things. Thieves, you know, we don't serve our children, we don't serve our community, we leave so many different gaps, and the world just continues to pile on top of what a black man should represent. So first and foremost, I just want to talk about the importance of self-image. You need to be able to tell yourself every single day, like what we practiced when we began. I am successful, I am a leader, I am a cultivator, I am a millionaire, all of these different things. And if these become your dominant thoughts, your actions will follow through after you do those things. So for me, every single morning, I write, I am going to change this country and this world. That didn't make sense in 2017, but being in front of you all today, I am actively walking in me changing this country and this world. After that, every single night, I record my video affirmations, so I tell myself everything that aligns with that. I'll say I am a leader, I'm an entrepreneur, I will see God's kingdom, I will live righteously, I will travel the world, I am financially free, I am gifted, I will inspire, and the best is yet to come. And I tell myself these things time in and time out, so I don't need anybody else on this earth to affirm who I am as an individual. You're removing the power from the earth. So you need to be able to tell yourself these things every single day. If you want to cook, what 10 things align with you becoming that individual? You need to say these things to you time and time again, because I'm telling you, the world will only give to you as much as you respect yourself. So take the time to build your self-image. Do not become dependent on other people telling you what you are capable of. Tell yourself.
And dominant thoughts. Those are the things that, hey, this is what you go through the day and think about each and every day. If you go through and say, hey, I'm a leader, here we are. I'm a leader. I'm a leader. I'm a leader. Your actions don't follow your thoughts. Whatever you think about, hey, if you go through with negative thoughts, you don't produce negative. You don't go through class, I don't do well. I'm not do well. Hey, I will get 100. I will get 100. I will get 100. I'll get 100 on this test. Then you're like, okay, now I'm thinking about that 100. Okay, now I need to go to my teachers like, hey, how can I get that 100? Or what book do I need to read? See what I'm saying? It's that action backed by that thought. as well. Because if you're not thinking about it, you're not even thinking about changing the end result. So you say those dominant thoughts, those good thoughts, you say what you could think, you can achieve. So it's one of those things. Then that goes into repetition.
Yeah, so repetition is key. Like I said, every single morning at 4:30 in the morning, I am writing these things out every single day. 25 times in the morning, 25 times at night, and constantly repeating these things to myself throughout the whole entire day. So my mind is not wavering in regards to me changing this country and this world. That is all that I think about. That is what I wake up to. That is what I think about throughout my day, and all of my actions reflect in doing so. So I need you to understand that repetition is the mother of knowledge. The more and more that I repeat to myself that I'm going to change this country and this world, I seek out opportunities to do so. I am reading books that I need to be able to educate myself about purpose and all of these different things. So repetition, and it'll probably drive you crazy too if you repeat these things to yourself every single day and you do not follow through with actions. So make sure that you are taking the time to constantly reaffirm yourself and do it consistently. So I want to ask a question. In regards to what anybody wants to become in here, I want an affirmation for it. So anybody tell me. I need somebody.
Affirmation. So you see this.
So
You see
tell
the
me,
sheet.
tell me
There's
what
three.
you want to become, and I need you to be able to affirm that. So I need words that align with that thing.
I am, or I will be. I am this.
All right. Well, who's raising their hand? Donovan, let's go. Talk to me.
Stand
So
up
first,
and announce
stand
yourself.
up. Your name,
Alright.
where you're from, what you love to do, and what you will become.
So my name is Donovan Brown. I'm from Smithfield, Virginia. I am an entrepreneur. I have multiple businesses, and
Tell me what you will do.
I will change the world. I will inspire others, and I will lead.
Yes, you will.
Yes, you will. My affirmations. So I kind of do a lot of the things that Corey talks about. I read and write, and I rehearse, and I do these things, and they become a part of my day-to-day habits. So I say, much like these, is I'm a leader, I'm a dreamer, I have a wealthy mind, I am an entrepreneur, and I will make an impact.
Yes, you will.
Yes, you will.
Donovan, you got a t-shirt coming your way. All right, anyone else want to share theirs? It could be one, it could be anybody.
My name is Edward Gaines II, and my affirmation is I will become a better person and someone who will be able to inspire other individuals through my story, and more importantly, be able to say that you matter. And this, I don't know, but like you matter. Like it's important to have self-awareness and be confident within yourself and have the understanding that you have the capability and power to change the world yourself and lead other individuals and making the world a better place as well.
Absolutely, that's great.
Follow them up, fellas.
Yes, you will. And one thing about the affirmations is to help you. Hey, you can make it short and specific. Hey, I am a leader. I'm successful, and I will be a photographer. That's something that I would say every day. I'm a creator. I don't want to limit myself to just photography, but hey, I'm a creator. So that's one of the things. If you don't want to tell us, write it down and try it for yourselves. Do it for at least 21 days. Try 21 days, day and night. If you do pick something long, hey, that's you. But hey, try it 25 times over 21 days. I bet you'll see a difference. Intentions.
Yes. The big part. Like we said, back to going to the big 5 questions. Do your actions align with what you are constantly telling yourself? You have to make sure that you are taking this opportunity to not only, think about these things and speak life, but it talks about in the Bible that, the faith is made complete by actions. All right, so you have to make sure that you can constantly talk about these things all day long, but they won't manifest into your life unless you're putting in the work. And those two things go hand in hand. So, first and foremost, we just want to go back to the responsibility of purpose. So once you discover what your unique gifts, talents, and abilities are, you are now held accountable for using those to maximize those, to be able to cultivate those gifts and use them to the best of the ability that you can, and to be able to impact the world in a way that only you can. So you become accountable once you understand what your responsibility is on this earth.
Part of self-discipline. This is like, hey, I missed the day. Okay. Now we need to, hey, we gotta keep going. Our affirmations. Sometimes you get tired. All right, it's 12 o'clock at night. I want to go to sleep. I see this guy, he got to wake up at 4:30 to do it again, but hey, it's 12:30, I got to say my affirmations anyway. That's that self-discipline. And the thing is, it goes throughout anything that you do. So when it's in school, you say, hey, I did my affirmations, I know I can do that. But then it's like, hey, is that self-discipline to be in my book every day to study? Hey, am I going to try to create every day when I feel like I don't want to do it? Like, that's one of those things that, hey, that's when it's going to test you. That's going to be those, that life attacking you is just, hey, what am I going to do to keep myself going? That self-discipline. Like, hey, that's in my spirit. Like, hey, I gotta go. I gotta get it.
And the last piece for this is just redefining success. First and foremost, I just want you to understand what success means to you as an individual. And for me, that means walking in my gifts every single day to achieve the vision that I have. You need to, like I said, just take the power back from whoever is telling you that your vision may be stupid, it is not attainable, you're not gifted enough, you don't have enough resources. Remove that. If you are actively taking steps towards your vision and your purpose, you are a success. All right. So never let that leave your mind.
All right. You see the question. What are 3 things that you can start today that will align with your purpose and what you want to do? That big question. And now I'm gonna ask again. Does anyone want to share what they could change today, their actions, and start doing today to align with their purpose down the road? So with that is picking up a new book, starting a new book.
So my name is Tajir Lewis. I'm from Hampton, Virginia, Newport News area. My 3 things.
What do you love to do?
What I love to do is developing, coding, creating things that help other people's businesses.
And what will you do?
What will I do? I will become an entrepreneur. I will have multiple businesses.
Yes, you will.
Yes, you will. 3 things that I want to help align my purpose. I learned from these 3 people in this room right now. So I want to say thank you to y'all. So one of them is vision, meditating, and staying firm to my purpose. So thank y'all again.
Absolutely. Anybody else want to share?
Alright, so to begin, my name is Takari Ford. I'm from Newport News, Virginia. What I love to do is to try out new things and to concept new ideas that I would like to work on further. And what I will be a model person that will help encourage everyone through my own actions.
Yes, you will.
And one thing I would like to share, because what I personally do not like to do, is to unveil certain things that are not 100% complete. And one of these things I'd like to share is take each day as a step towards the growth that I have envisioned for myself.
That's great. I like that a lot. I think that all of us can do. Even if you didn't say it yourself, I know everyone could say, hey, this is that step, that next step. What can I do each day? Anyone else want to share? You guys don't have to do this on your own, but I got you. All right, corporate purpose. This is, as an individual, you can come together and make a huge, huge impact. We spoke about it earlier in my bag tour. That's just something just tremendous that, hey, each of us have to take our actions to go forward. So here's why corporate purpose is so big.
First and foremost, just as the black community is in a whole, we are missing male leaders. When we hosted our event in Philadelphia, the black women were so shocked to see so many black males volunteering and stepping up to be able to serve the community. So, 2 things that I like to talk about often, and I've actually got this from T.D. Jakes, but you have to understand that, a lot of people learn from what they see first. So are you being a model? Are you representing, serving people? Are you taking care of yourself properly? Are you doing the things that you need to do as an individual? Because you have to understand that especially the little children, they learn by what they see first before what they hear. So you have to make sure that you are putting yourself in the best position for them to be able to learn properly. And then when they see what you do, you can now have those conversations because they are open and receptive to the things that they've seen you do consistently time and time again. So that's why we like to talk about the importance of being a model first. What are you showing? What does your character show to other people? How are you doing things in the community and all these different things? And then once people see the consistency in that, now you have the opportunity to mentor people, whether it's on a one-on-one basis or a collective basis.
And the individual change promotes the collective change. So the thing is, what we were able to do on ourselves, now we come together and, hey, we can change the world together. The thing is, you don't have to reach out to people. It's even hard to explain. It's like, hey, the right people just come around. And it's sent from God. It's sent from heaven. It's like, hey, the thing is, it's like, hey, you were just doing what you were doing, you know, going through your affirmations. Now you learn that, hey, I do affirmation too. You know, just being able to, hey, together you'll be able to have to find that right person or right people to collectively change the world. So that's why I was saying this. If you can focus on yourself inward, you'll be able to express it outward. And the thing is, you'll attract the right people with you.
And our motto, quite frankly, stop waiting for other people to change the world. That's as plain as I can put it. Like I said, it goes back to you understanding that we all have unique gifts, talents, and abilities. And if we as individuals seek out our purpose and walk in that every single day, then we will be able to create a corporate change. All right, so when I say we're exactly who we've been waiting for, I am not waiting for anybody else to do something that God put me on this earth to do. I take full responsibility in doing so. I make sure that I take action every single day, that I'm surrounding myself with individuals that want to do the same thing, and collectively, we will change the world. So I need you to understand that you are exactly who you've been waiting for. Do not wait for the next man to do what God put you on this earth to do.
And then with the three questions behind that is, hey, who in my life influenced me to do that change? Who is those three people that, hey, or maybe someone, hey, this is who I want to help me or reach out to. Those three people, what are those three people in your life that you, hey, this is who collectively we can do some things together.
So take the time now to write at least 3 names of people that have positively impacted you, or 3 individuals that you want to surround yourself with that will help promote positive change within your life. Take the time to write those names down. And in addition to that, I want you to reach out to that individual today and tell them what you want to do and how you believe that they can help you. That is very, very important.
Give you guys another minute real quick. All right, so resources. These are one of the things that now you get to push the vision, the thought process of like, hey, how can I keep this going? How can I keep this going? So within, I said earlier, the movers and shakers community, that's something that is really, really big to us. And like, hey, this is our teaching moment, our providing moment within being a man is, hey, let's give back. We have free books, PDF books that we're willing to just share with you guys. It's one of those things that, hey, if you guys have anything that say, hey, I need help with this, we're willing to be a mentor. Hey, I want to be in this field. Hey, the thing is, with the collective purpose that we've been able to be put in rooms that we never thought we'd be in. Hey, we know particular people. Hey, I don't know the answer, but I can find the answer for you. So, hey, you guys can reach out, be part of our community, and the free books. You saw some of the t-shirts that I was giving out. Like, one of the things with those t-shirts, with the guys that have it, within the name tag is a word of affirmation. So if you wear a size medium, it's that mastermind. Your size is mastermind. And then if you wear large like myself, that word is lucrative. So the thing is, within our apparel, like just the shirt that you wear on your back, it's like, hey, I'm going to be lucrative. Lucrative with money, wealth, knowledge, lucrative.
Also, you'll have early access to our new apparel. And one of the big things that we're actually about to implement next week is we actually are coming out with hoodies that have QR codes on them. So for instance, I wear hoodies to the gym. If I need a positive affirmation or a word that day, I can scan that QR code in the middle of the workout, see something positive to brighten up my day and go back to my workout. So that simple, that quick, and you'll have access to something that will be able to spark the rest of your day.
And also just be able to email us, follow us on Instagram. You can scan the QR code at the bottom of the sheet. That gives you access to the Movers and Shakers community as well. So you can be able to have, I know we have at least 25 free books up there that, hey, we read these, so we want to read them. I haven't read every book on that list yet, but hey, this is our book list. This is our gift to you guys. And like we said earlier, our gift is to give back. And the thing is, and push forward and together. So say, hey, some of these guys we talked before is like, hey, this is what we can do collectively as black men, as men in general, and just say, like, hey, we can give back and do more.
And also, we want to make sure that you know this worksheet will be available to you on our website as well. But first and foremost, I just want you to make sure that you do take some time with those 5 questions about how to discover your purpose. You can always revisit these questions no matter where you are in life. Just revisit those, think about them, meditate on them, and then take action. At the bottom of the worksheet, we have a promise that you should be able to read to yourself and take due diligence with that. It says at the bottom, every dream that I have within my heart is possible to achieve with positive thoughts, action, and self-discipline. I have been born with unique gifts, talents, and abilities that I need in order to accomplish those dreams. Every single day, I will take steps towards changing the world in a way that only I can. I am exactly who I've been waiting for. So after you read that statement, I want you to sign your name on that, date it for today, and understand that you have everything that you need as an individual to change the world. And you can look at that promise every single day and just walk in your gifts, and I promise life will unfold as needed to you.
So look, it's a promise to yourself, not to us. Not to your teachers or the people that made you here, who made you come here. And the guys that sleep beside you, and then, hey, say, read this again, let's move together. And then some of you guys are friends, say, hey, we signed this promise right here today. It's not for us, we're just here to help. Your mentors are here to help, but the thing is, it's for you, it's within you. And at the end of the day, it has to take the action and self-discipline within yourselves. So here we are. Thank you guys for just sitting through and being able to listen to us. My name is Kevin Stevenson again.
I'm Corey Hackett Green. Do you have any questions?
Anything at all? If you want to ask us some questions afterwards, we'll stick around throughout the whole day. Contact cards, any of that sort of thing, just let us know.
Hi, I'm Taya Andrews.
Where are you from, Taya?
I'm from Chesapeake, Virginia,
What
so
you love to
7-5
do?
is kind of
What you
deep
love
in
to do?
here. I love to help people. I just like to talk to people. Make
What
sure
will
that.
you do?
What will I do? I'm gonna change the world with the words that I speak.
Yes, you will.
Thank you. My question is, I've kind of gone on like a similar journey trying to find affirmations, but there was somebody that sparked me to renew my mind in this way. Do y'all have specific people or specific situations that cause the shift in a mindset?
For me, meditation, and it's funny because if I look back over my life, over like a long span, I've been doing these things subconsciously, where I've been put in a position to be able to use my gifts. And if you do these things so easily that you never stop and think about it, that might be my purpose. Like for me, it was serving. Before I quit my last job, I loved everything that I did there. And then after we did my bag tour and finished that up, I felt a complete gap in my life. And I was like, why do I feel like this? And after we stopped doing that, I knew you need to be serving people. Because I did it so easily and did it subconsciously that, you might be overthinking what your purpose is. So take the time to just meditate, get in a quiet room, just think to yourself what comes easy to me than it does for other people. When you write those things down, I promise you that your purpose will reveal itself to you.
Also, and if you see that person and say, hey, that's kind of where I want to be at, you can reach out to them in that way too. Say, hey, everybody's journey is different, but there's always pieces that you can pull from each. Everyone might not like this whole presentation. It was like, hey, I like the affirmation part. I'm gonna take that. And the thing is, within yourself that, hey, I need to do this and I need to do that. And the thing is, I'll speak on my personal experience is that, hey, I went through Virginia Tech as a building construction major, and I knew I wanted to create construction. That's the field of like creating buildings, working with people, but that wasn't my field of creating. And I learned that because I didn't like it. I was waking up at 4:30 in the morning, and then the thing is, there's people that wake up at 4:30 in the morning to go to work, and they love it. And I was like, I cannot do that. Like, that's just not me to like wake up and like, hey, like, let me go out here and sweat and do everything. I'm not saying it's wrong with sweating, but it's just like, hey, to wake up and do something that you love each and every day and to do that particular action, it takes a lot of strength and a lot of love and a lot of work to do. That, hey, I want to do this for the rest of my life. And that wasn't that particular thing. I know I would stay around construction, but in a different role. So that's what I was saying.
Thank you.
No problem.
Any other questions? Danielle?
What was your #1 obstacle you had?
Can you say your name, where you're from? what you love to do.
Come to the front, make sure you can hear me. My name is Danielle Jeffers. I'm the founder of Dope for Degrees LLC. So I teach students how to earn scholarships to go to college and graduate debt-free. I graduated debt-free from Virginia Tech last year in 2019. What I will do is I will break generational curses. I will be the first billionaire in my bloodline. And I will change every single person's life that I come in contact with.
Yes,
Yes, you will.
What were the first obstacles you had to overcome within yourself? How did you do it, and when did you overcome those obstacles?
The first obstacle that I had to overcome was self-confidence. Like I said, I was just giving away too much power to other people. And once I understood the importance of my self-image and continuing to tell myself that I am capable, that I am possible, that I have everything that I need in order to impact the world in a way that only I can, that changed everything for me. So I do not any longer rely on other people to be able to tell me what I can do. I know it, I believe in it, and I walk in that every single day. And that just comes from constantly telling yourself and taking action steps every single day. That leaves no room for doubt when you're constantly in motion.
I'll say money. Money is the root of just that challenge to say, hey, if I'm doing it just for the money, you could run out of it, you can lose it. But if you going through and say, hey, this is where I built this, I've done this, I love that, you can't take that away from me at all. You can lose money, you can gain it, you'll come right back. There's so much money out here, but the thing is to say, hey, I'm gonna go through with my purpose. I say, hey, I don't have to go through and have that goal of, hey, 100K. Yes, construction is a very lucrative role and job, but if I don't love it, that money does not mean anything to me. Zero. Like, you cannot pay me to wake up at 4:30 and say, hey, you don't be well off in a car that you don't even like. I mean, you like driving, but the thing is, it's like, hey, I'm going to work this job I hate. Like, you couldn't pay me to do that. And now hopefully you guys will be able to do and say, hey, I love to do this, even though you might not be in the next best car, but to say, hey, I love to do this. I can wake up and live my full life. I'm good within myself. So I would say that money aspect, I kicked that to the curb. I was like, hey, the money's gonna come. So, any other questions? I know we're about wrapping up with time. You can always email us for any questions and reach out. We'll be here all day.
And of course, as he said, if you scan that QR code at the bottom of your sheet, you'll be able to have access to all of the books that we've been able to read as well.
All right, guys.
All right, that's all. Thank you.
All right, guys. We're good.
Everything he's in.
I believe you turned
Me. Sorry.